In the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 11b, it reads, "For I have learned in whatever state I am to be content." Many of us remember the movie Back to the Future, and then subsequently there were two more that came after that, 2 and 3. In part 1, a professor took his young student and he accidentally went to the past. And he told him while he was in the past, don't touch anything, talk to anyone, because if you did, it would offset the whole universe. It would change the future. And he accidentally bumped into his parents, and it offset everything. So in part 2, he tried to undo what he had done in part 1, and subsequently part 3, what he had done in part 2. I was talking to my wife, and we had just celebrated our 31st wedding anniversary, 30 wonderful years. And we were sitting down just thinking about the things that we had done, the mistakes we had made, the things we coulda, shoulda, woulda done. And I said, what if we could take our 31 years ago selves and sit us across the table from each other and start giving advice? And I said, what if we hadn't moved in that house? What if we had made those financial decisions? What if we hadn't bought that car? What if we had more kids? What if we didn't have our son at the time that we had him? And then I answered, there's nothing we could have done, or there's nothing we could have told ourselves that would guarantee our lives would be better or possibly worse today. We believe in Psalm 37:23, where the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. We live by that in our household. So if I had not moved into that house, let's say I moved into another one and couldn't afford it, lived above my means, and we might have gotten foreclosed. What if I didn't buy that car? What if I had more children? What if I had my son later? Well, when I think about my son, and I think about all the good times and memories that we had with him, there's no way I would want to undo that. The days on the baseball field, the Christmas mornings where he was so excited to get his gifts, the walks in the park, the wrestling and tumbling on the floor with the movies, going to the movies with him, all the things that a child would share that we shared with him. I wouldn't want to undo that. So, yeah, I'm glad we had him when we did. We can't undo the things that we did in the past, the decisions we made. We ought to be content with what we have, because no matter what house you moved into, you had a house. There are people that are on the streets that didn't have a house. No matter what car we didn't like or we bought and it didn't work out for us, there are some people that are walking, catching the bus. There are some people that couldn't have kids. There are some people that couldn't make the financial decisions that we made. What if I didn't get that job? Or what if I had taken this job? Well, as I look back, the job that God did provide me afforded me all the things that I did and didn't have, a lot of good. So why would I worry about what I could have changed or what we shouldn't have done? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It don't make a difference. We are where we are because of the decisions we made, and I do believe the decisions we made are the right ones that got us to this point. I have no regrets. I have no regrets for marrying my wonderful, beautiful wife. We had a lot of good times coming up. I wouldn't change a thing, and I'm sure she would say the same. So why worry about it? Let's live for the future. Let's look at what's ahead instead of what's behind. That's just my 2 cents, for what it's worth. Be blessed.